Year 6373. The tavern door opened up and a man dressed in leather from head to toe walked into the room. He walked over to the bar and took a seat, ordering a strong drink from the barkeep. The man listened to the conversations around him at the bar, discussions at the tables around the room, and whispers from the men and women loitering outside. Nathaniel, the leather-clad man sitting at the bar, was a very good listener. All of his senses were extraordinary, in fact. Nathaniel went by the nickname, the Skin Changer, and was the 13th and last seat on the Council of the Order of Dominance. He and the commander were both dispatched to eliminate the traitor, Maki, the Destroyer, and to do so in a natural-seeming way. The Order was a secretive organization. Overtly traveling to Lauriston and laying waste to Maki was not the way things were done. The Skin Changer searched for a good place to galvanize a force to destroy Maki. None in Dova seemed up to the task, so he sought out others. His journey led him to a kingdom called Un. Un was the perfect place. The king and queen were not much loved by the citizens or the High Lords. The High Lords themselves were not suited to fomenting rebellion or leading a kingdom. The kingdom of Un had a lowlands area where the wealthier citizens and capital were located, and a highlands area full of barbarians and wild men. Nathaniel recognized the military potential of such a place if he could unite all under one banner. But simply assuming an identity from within Un and leading the kingdom to Dova wouldn't work with the leaders and lords in power there. And so, Nathaniel had traveled back to Dova, to the Abandoned, to search for a bounty hunter or mercenary that men would follow. He would lead a force to Un and take the country from the weak leaders there. With the Skin Changer's high aptitude for charisma and deceit, he was confident he could convince the military might of Un to follow him in a campaign to conquer Dova and take the capital from Maki. But before he could do that, he must find the perfect identity. Heh, did you hear? Some mercenary captain and his men that disappeared 20 years ago showed up in Dalcopel out of the blue. They say they were trapped in a demon realm. Yeah, I heard that. They say these men are very strong. Those brigands and mercs in Dalcopel latch on. They follow him. Call him Prophet Hainsworth. The Skin Changer Nathaniel walked over to the table where the two men were sitting and handed a mug of ale to each of them. He was very interested to hear more about this Hainsworth and his men that returned from 20 years in a demon plane. I overheard a bit of what you were discussing. Please, tell me more. The first man looked over Nathaniel suspiciously, but elaborated on the tale. The rumor is this Hainsworth guy just showed up with a tattered force of men and others. Older men. They were around the Abandoned when he left. They recall Haines recruiting mercenaries and bounty hunters for a mission. They were on a journey to a faraway land and faced great danger to obtain unlimited riches and power. Many left with him. They were going to go and fight demons, supposedly, or that's the story. Nathaniel nodded, eager to hear more. Where can I find this man, Hainsworth? Well, he's already left Dalcopel. In fact, he was in quite a rush. He told people the demons were going to come to Dova to find the artifacts or something like that. He said he had to get an army ready and was going to take the capital so he can get everyone ready to fight those demons off. Damn it, Nathaniel thought. If he's left the Abandoned, I'm going to have to waste more time trying to find this man. Oh well, it can't be helped. The Skin Changer stood to leave the bar, but the second man said something that caught his attention. Shame though, dear, was a famous bounty hunter that went with Hainsworth when he left 20 years ago. I guess this boy not come back from the demon plane. Nathaniel sat back down. Go on. They say this boy had blonde hair, thick bristly beard, and thick sideburns. He had muscles and big sword. Very good bounty hunter, this boy. He did many contract. Every bounty he fight, he defeat in one single blow. They started calling this boy One. He was becoming very famous when he left with that Hainsworth. The people of the Abandoned wanted him to return for a long time, but he not come back with Haines. Perhaps he is trapped in this demon realm, thought Nathaniel. More than likely he's dead, but perhaps Bracken will check for me.